Okay. This has to do with, I feel like a reunion or family reunion or, people getting together, like I was talking about, because I do feel like there is travel and this could definitely be over water. Um, this to me represents what I was talking about, especially in combination with the devil of, too much drinking or something like that. But I do feel that this could be a loss of some kind. Actually, let me move this a little bit forward so you can see it better. I'm going to put out some more cards because sometimes I'm led to, other times I'm not. And I am being led to do that now. But I want to say that I feel like this has something to do with the home, the family. All the messages that I said prior to this still apply. I want to make that clear. This is also kind of that reckless feeling that I was talking about, like I don't think I called it reckless, but be careful of too much partying. See how I was talking about somebody has to grow up really fast? We go from the beginning of the major arcana to the end, just like that, very quickly. They're right next to each other. And the fact that they're in my challenge position, I feel like there's a situation that some of you may be dealing with. It may even be family related, where there's something that is a bit toxic. I do feel like there's something that some of you may be looking deeper into. I feel like there's an investigation of the way somebody passed. That I'm getting private investigation or private investigator, is the way that I'm picking it up. This card too, and with this card here, I feel like there's a loss, and it's right near the. Yeah, I feel like there's something about. I feel like this is somebody, and it's probably going to take or make sense to one person, but I'm getting like gunshot. The way somebody passed, but it could have been like by a gunshot. Like it's made to look a certain way when it's not, is how this is coming across to me. And this could be definitely delays. This could represent setbacks or lack of focus, lack of direction. It's interesting too. We've got this Page of Wands, and then there's the King. But I feel like somebody is being further investigated regarding the loss. Now, this could also be related to something, with drinking, because I keep picking up drinking. And here with the Eight of Swords. Now, some of you may be feeling like you are stuck, especially with the devil here. Sorry, I hit the camera here. But with the devil in reverse, and especially here with the Eight of Swords. What I do like is I feel like there's a situation that you are going to be moving away from, because I feel like, this is not serving you. Some of you, what's going to help is that you have a decision to make of whether or not you are going to put up with somebody's kind of imbalanced or erratic behavior or recklessness. We've got the Page of Swords here. So it could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be an air sign, but could be. And the Page of Swords, this could also be, this could be waiting for a message, that some of you are waiting for communications on where to move next, where to go next. But I also feel like this could also be in the relationship too, especially with cups, which to me can represent love. And I feel like you're deciding whether or not to stay in this situation or stay with this person or not. Because I feel like there's, and with the Devil here, and this is the major arcana. For some reason, I've always liked the Devil better in reverse. It's almost like you are reclaiming your power, or you are getting the courage to leave a situation, whether it's love or whether it's, toxicity. Maybe it's an addiction you're dealing with. Maybe it's an addiction, somebody that is in your life is toxic for you, and you're deciding to move on, move away from this. Could be a fire sign. Because sometimes when I look at him or her, they're always looking like, they like to be in relationships, but sometimes they jump, they have that passion, that energy. Not always. I mean, but I think that, the way I'm looking at this person now is like, there is the grass greener over there, no, it's not, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. And I think that you are tired of the situation or something that keeps happening, over and over again. And it may even go back to, your childhood, because we have a child. Actually, we have children here. And there's something that maybe is keeping you feeling like, you're stuck or you're a prisoner, but you're going to be changing. I feel like quite a few of you, a lot of this is, that mental negative self-talk, whether it's somebody around you that's talking to you this way, or it's yourself, or both. But I think that some of you are going to be saying, enough is enough. And you're going to be moving away. And some of you could be meeting somebody new in October. Or you are gaining the clarity. And it could also be that there could be two people in your life right now, and you have a decision to make between the two. And some of you are going to be making it. Could also be two job opportunities. And you're going to leave a toxic job situation and move towards something else. That is going to be a bit healthier, or, from this Page of Wands that, is kind of like really lost interest or depleted, you become the King of Wands, which has that courage and strength and fiery passion. So, each card has a different meaning depending on how I look at it and how I compare it with other cards. But there is definitely a decision to be made here with the Queen of Swords. And, oftentimes this represents not only communication, but this is also independence. And she's very logical. She's very fair. There could be a situation, like I said, regarding legal, especially when I get the two. Sometimes I'll see this as the Justice card with the 11. I don't see it as a 2. There could be something regarding child custody, child support. And there could also be some, legal repercussions regarding an addiction or drinking, like drinking and driving. And I also feel like this could be regarding someone's passing, like they've already passed, but there's something with the estate or the will, or maybe someone's challenging a signature on something. Like they don't think that it was, done by that person. Because there's something that is being investigated. There's something to be looked into further with the Hermit here. Now, in another aspect, I also feel like some of you are, I feel like this could be something very spiritual, some enlightenment, or somebody going on a spiritual retreat, gaining higher knowledge, gaining that wisdom, passing along the wisdom. So there's a lot of messages here. I apologize that they really are like, I just keep getting messages, and I say them as they come. So they are all over the place, and I apologize for that, but these are very important messages. And I think that it's going to be important that you listen to your inner guidance, that intuition. If you are doubting a situation or wondering about something doesn't feel right, it's most likely because something's not right. So, but there's major shifts here. The 10 is the end of the cycle, and the 10 becomes a new beginning. We have the 1 here. Now, some of you have something from the past that still has to be resolved, or from your childhood, or from something, or something that keeps happening, in order for you to free yourself and move on. And the sooner that you can look at it, the better. Because these are in my challenge position. And you don't want to keep repeating a cycle, because then you got to keep learning it. And I do feel like your past is going to be important. This could be communication. Like I'm seeing this as a reunion. As I said earlier, for some people, this could even be, I feel like some of you may have met somebody or will be meeting somebody in October from your past, from, I don't know, maybe you're communicating on Facebook or from your childhood, or somebody from your past introduces you to someone new. But I also feel for some of you, the past is something that you have to free yourself from so that you can begin again.